Hello, guys. I'm wide awake now. It's hold up. It's so tools that I'm on. Link for JJ is going live any second. If you just want to go over. In fact, let's have a look if he has gone live. How is JJ? Yeah, he's live. I'll get the link for the live direct anyway. Cancel that first link. Here's the next one. Oi, oi. Right. What's happening, Jay? Is now live. Magic is here. There you go. Just turn him off. How you doing, guys? Who wants to jump up and hold on? We better do this thing first, don't we? Get a few people up here because I'm not really good at doing these lives. But there we go. I've got to get a link sorted, copy. Then you do post it. There you go, guys. Banda Cosca, hello, sweetie pie. Let's put this up. Bloody hell, sorry. How do you pin it? Pin message, there you go, so we're all pinned. So hello, guys, how you doing? Anyone want to come up? Please come up and keep me company because I'm not very good at just constant talking a load of crap. I'd rather have something to shout at, have a go at, and have a little talk. So yeah. Nanya business. My pal is me Nanya. I love my Nanya. Go on, guys. Go on. Don't call yourself knobhead, man. I'm sure you're nicer than that. Prank audits. Go on, guys. Let's get old out like that. What's happening, mate? What's happening? Prank audits there. Libertarian Mickey. My Vanda. Whoa. And you see, I've got some great Joe to try. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was getting a little bit upset with Joe. I shouldn't have. Sorry, Joe. I didn't realise you'd had a skinful. It was just so kept repeating the obvious and jumping in when he didn't know what was being said. It was like, wow. And I just woke up. So I was a bear with a moany old man. So, Joe, sorry, mate. Sorry, bro. Where's that Jay? Go on, is that Jay? I know Jay, don't I? There you go, chat rolling. I don't know the rest. Don't know Knobhead. I don't know. Who else? Some I know. So yeah, if anyone wants to come up and drive me nuts, I'd really appreciate it. How are you doing, my little Vanda? I ain't seen you for a while, sweetie. Is that drama? Is that our drama? I know drama, isn't it? Yeah, I know drama. Damn it, I know. Let's do that shit, I'm there. And Nanya, he's got to be something different, him, definitely. Remove Vanda. Yeah. Yep, definitely. Sorted. Hallelujah. Praise the bloody Lord. Right. Let's see if we can get some people up here to drive me nuts. So drama. He's a panel or how many panel odds have we got in here to help me with this chatting bullshit lark? I'll go over, I'll sort it. Alright, brother, no problem. Nanya, jump up with me. Come on, mate, keep me busy. MUFC, I don't even know you, but who's MUFC, guys? Do you know him? Oh, fuck it. Does it really matter? Let's make him a fucking one anyway. I won't have him not a one. Right. Stand it. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, everyone on it, and I have my supers looking after them all. Done, Ski. Yeah, go on, sorted. Yeah, I've done it, Amanda. I sorted it. I prefer everyone who I know in blue, and then I have my super mods to take care of them, because then not many people can keep getting timed out, can they? Oh, go on. Listen, sorry, my old brain. I'm an old man now. I forget. Sorry about that. I don't mean to do it, but it happens. So come on, guys, what's going on? How should we run this? What shall we have the old 2-week-old account? Oh, fuck's sake. Go on, we'll go for it anyway. You can look at it. If anything happens, just me supers can sort it out. Oh, bloody hell. I don't even know what to say. I just got woke up by a notification from Thorbs. Now he's pissed off. I'm wide awake. I'm not really good at running these bloody things by myself. I'll get mixed up with what to say. Well, okay, okay. Go on, stuff. Don't worry about it, Emma. Say it's sweet. You're all right. Don't worry about it. None of it matters anyway. Everyone's blue on here, and then you got me supers, so ain't like anyone can hurt anyone on here. I'll keep timing everyone out like some of them do, and that's the only reason I have everyone blue. Then they can't come back in and get people, you know what I mean, and all that stuff that some of them do. I don't know why they do it. Why would someone want to interfere with someone's channel? I will never know. That's something that doesn't compute in my head. Go on, then. You working, mate? Hard working man is that, none, yeah? I'll get it, mate. No problem. We'll get someone come up in a minute. Oh, what have I done there? There you go. Someone will pop up. Keep me company for a little while. We'll keep it going for a while. See what happens. Let's see if I can sort me banners out. Brand banner. There you go. What one should we have? Should we have the countdown in shot? What's that one? JJ Adventures, or get rid of that. This is the one. It goes on for 5 minutes. That's the one. Look at that. Sorted. Oh, here we got. We got someone here. Look, there we go. We got our drama. Drama.
Hey,
What's happening,
me,
brother?
Nothing much, man.
Yeah. Oh, good, yeah.
Just making some food. Figuring out what to eat today. I figured I'd half up to give you some company because I don't think anyone's no one's jumping up right now, so might as well, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 to 2 in the morning over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's what, like, 10 to 9 right now. So
10 to 9 in America, yeah?
yeah, well, at least in the East Coast, buddy. At least in the East Coast.
It's cool. Yeah, your country. We can fit England 20 times in one of your states, can't we?
But the one thing I love about it is bands that I listen to over in the UK, they release their music like a couple hours early, so I get to listen to that early. Like Party Cannon, Ingested, bands like that, Capoclysis, all stuff like that.
Excellent. What have you been doing with yourself today, Bob? Anything good?
Nothing really, man. I'm just looking for another job basically, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
nothing special in the dramas world, I'll tell you.
What sort of work do you do, Darwin?
Oh, I work at McDonald's, but then I do this side thing that I don't really talk about. It's just it's more working with your hands. It's kind of like logging work, but at the same time not. It's more just like trimming dead tree limbs and stuff like that. I make pretty good money with that.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Pre-surgery, we call it over here, I think. Pre-surgery.
I like that.
Tree surgeon. That's what they call it over here. That's a good job, man. My mate does it. He earns a fortune and a lot of money going around doing gardens, trimming trees down.
Yeah, me and my dad usually work on Mondays and a little bit of Tuesdays, and then um, well, that's the rest of my week, and then the rest of the week's just McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah. A great job, man. Great job. I've worked in everything, me, construction, suspended ceilings, dustman, which is a garbage man over in your country.
Yeah, they
Street
make good money.
cleaning. I've done loads of stuff, man. And I worked in a rehab for about 10, I think it was like 15 years working in rehabilitation. Now I am what you call retired. That could be early retirement.
That's the American dream, buddy. One
Well,
day
down
I'll
to
be
certain
there.
conditions that I have. I'm feeling it there though. I tell you, I want to be back to work, to be honest, earn some money and all that. It's a bit hard, but you get through it. You get through it. Plus, it makes you feel like an old days pensioner. Because I get a pension. I took early pensions. So I'm a fucking pensioner at my age and all. I'm not even 60 yet. Fuck that shit.
And I've retired just to one, stop working, and two, I plan on, bearing children one day. I want to help them out, give them a head start
Yeah,
with, like,
yeah.
give them some money so they could,
Yep,
get, an apartment or a car.
you're going to love it. I've got 4 definite children and 13 grandchildren.
Jeez,
Who this
man,
guy's
that's a
here?
lot.
We got nomadic. Let's have a look at nomadic.
Hey, JJ. Oh,
Go
hold on.
on, brother. How are you, mate? How are you? Whoa. Dropping all my
Uh,
phones here.
That's right. Hey, JJ. Hey, it's the drama.
Hello,
Yeah.
buddy.
What you up to, nomadic?
I'm
Having
just in
a
our
rest?
I'm in our yard in Atlanta now, Georgia.
Go on, mate. God, this
It's
man, he flies a flag for us.
it's humid. It's really humid here. My God.
You
Yeah,
hot.
it's gonna be a hot, sticky night.
What you
It's
in you in an hotel?
No, I'm in my truck.
Oh, in your truck?
Yeah, but I'm across from. Hold on, let me turn this. Like you'll see.
This
Settings, camera, front,
guy's a
back.
grass, mate.
I'm in the
Oh,
yard.
man. What an exciting life you lead, nomadic, man.
Sometimes, not all the time. So, but no, I'm just in the yard because I've got to get offload in the morning, about an hour down the road. So I thought I'll stop here overnight because I keep my car here. I keep my car at this yard.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just jumped in the car, went out for tea and stuff, and then had a couple of other things I wanted to do. Then I'll come back here, and I will leave here before the traffic kicks off because the traffic here is like, oh, it's like London on steroids.
Yeah.
It's terrible. The traffic here in the morning is just crazy. So I want to get out of here early, get to the
What's the
customer.
longest distance you think you've done delivering from one state to the next? What do you think?
I've picked up stuff from like Texas and been up to Maine, which is like northeast. So you'd be going through Texas, Louisiana, or Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee,
Wow.
Kentucky, Ohio.
So you're
Cross
talking about it takes like at least a week to get from one destination to the next.
No, no, because I can knock out about 600 miles a day, 700 on a good day.
Okay. So how long
So
would you say it takes to get through one state then? Just one state?
it just depends which state you're in. I mean, if you're like today, I was in Ohio last night in Cincinnati. But I came through Ohio, through Kentucky, through Tennessee, and into Georgia. So I come through 4 states today.
4 states in one day.
Yeah, but if you go to something like Texas, if you go across Texas, that's a different ball game because that place, I mean, that state is huge. But most states, yeah, you know, they're not overly big. New York's fairly biggish because that's where I'm going next. I'm going get offload about an hour down the road. Then I got about back to Chattanooga in Tennessee, which is about 100 miles behind me.
Yeah,
Then I'm going up to upstate New York again.
Oh.
It's only about 800 miles from Chattanooga. I mean, it's like just day and a half drive, you know.
Yeah.
But
I thought like you could fit England in one of the states 10 times. That's what I thought. They were smaller than I thought then.
well, England fits in Texas twice.
Twice. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God.
But that's one of the bigger of the states. I'm not sure if it's the biggest state. It's certainly right up there.
Yeah.
The biggest state would be Alaska, buddy.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, is it Alaska or not? But I know it's like, that's why I said Texas is there somewhere, you know. It's up there.
It's probably the second, I think.
Yeah, whereas like New Jersey, like where you are, New Jersey, New York, PA and stuff like that, they're sort of smaller, you know, within reason, you know. It's funny though, because when I go across that New Jersey Turnpike, I always keep hearing like the Sopranos in my ears.
Yes.
That music, because they went across that. It was like the beginning of the show. They would show that the Turnpike. So I always laugh when I'm going across the Turnpike in New Jersey. I've been across it for a while because I've been going to upstate New York rather than downtown New York as such, or Connecticut and whatever, because that gets crazy over that way, you know. Traffic's like silly. So, but no, there's too many cars in this country. Way too many cars.
What's the way of life out there, nomadic, compared to England? Do you think is it similar or?
No, because Americans are very. I'm not knocking like the drum stuff, but there's a lot more stress involved here. There's a lot more, you know, with like when you're leaving school, like student loans and stuff like that, and the medical side and the traffic. It's just a lot more. People are a lot more on the edge here, you know. Or I certainly feel like it coming from England to here. You see people are a lot more like get freaked out about stuff, you know, and you think, wow, you know, just chill out.
Keep on looking over your shoulders always. It's
because the gun stuff's getting a bit crazy here.
Oh yeah, it is, especially with the youngsters, man. I was talking about that this morning. Fucking kids walking. Have you ever been to Memphis, nomadic? Tennessee?
Yeah, because my computer lights up when we get to Memphis. That's a high theft area and a high crime area. Now we've got a yard nearish that, and the computer, as soon as you come in within that area, it will tell you to leave the area, to get, you know, check your thing, go back to the yard, do not stay here. It always goes off it because that's crazy, that area, Memphis.
No, where Elvis Presley was from, Memphis, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was a lot more laid back when he was there, but like, yeah.
And what do you say? Drugs have done that, yeah. It's got to be drugs, isn't it?
Well, it's a high theft area. You get a lot of these, like what you're looking at in front of me. That's what they class as a van here. We class that as an articulated trailer, but here they call it a van. You park in any of the Pilots or Flying J's or TAs or stuff out in Memphis, you better make sure you check the back, because people got no problem coming up to the back of your truck, breaking your seals and trying to grab anything they can before you notice, you know.
Yeah,
they got no problem breaking into stuff there.
Oh,
they're fun and games breaking into a tanker, but
God bless. So you got to have a shooter out there, ain't you? I mean,
we can't.
You're not allowed to have
tankers. Wow.
I think that's bullshit, honestly.
Well, we just get warned if we're hijacked. We're just trained that if we get hijacked, you just give them the keys and stuff like that, and Schneider and the police will take over. They will start tracking your vehicle, and they will track, you know, whichever state it's in or whatever. But I don't know about these van drivers. I know that on tanker we can't carry any type of, you know, gun.
Like no weapon at all, not even a taser, CS.
Yeah, I'd say look at that. Look at the taser laws, because in Jersey you're allowed to. Civilians are allowed to. I'm not sure about people. You're on green card, you said, yeah.
Yeah, but we get the thing. We can't create any spark or anything.
Really? So you can't even you can't defend yourself.
Yeah, anything that can create a spark, we can't have on you.
We're
And
quite used to that. You know, 'cause you're not allowed to carry anything in England, no matter what. So he'd be used to that being from England. You know, so it
right.
wouldn't bother
Yeah, I
him
mean,
as much.
we can carry baseball bats and something like that, you know, or you can grab a hammer or whatever. But no, we can't carry guns or
Yeah,
tasers or I don't know
I
if
get
even
it.
if we're allowed to carry pepper spray. I don't know if they get so
That would be
stringent
your
on
best bet.
tankers.
Find out if you can carry that and get some of that, because that stuff is brilliant. I'll tell you,
Yeah,
if you're allowed to carry that, I would suggest you get one.
Right.
I love it. I would wish we could carry something like bear mace, like at least something that could shoot like
Yeah,
that
make
far,
it
like
for
bear
business.
mace.
I'll tell you that now. I mean, I've got nicked with it, and it comes under the Firearms Act in England. I've been arrested for it. I'm on the firearms thing now because of it. But I swear to
Mm.
God, that stuff is legal. As soon as you spray that, you're incapacitated. So look into that,
Yep.
nomadic. If you're allowed to, keep one in your.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
I would if I was you.
legally I can buy a gun because I'm here on a green card. So
Yeah,
it was certainly in the state of Georgia, but then they got different states that got different rules and regs. That's
Mhm.
where I get lost with a lot of this stuff, you know. Each
yeah,
state has got a
yeah.
different idea of how to do things within, you know, and it just blows your mind,
It's more or less different countries, really, isn't it? It's just like the same as
basically.
Europe, really. But they call it United States, but they all have their different
Yeah.
laws, don't they? Quite
Yeah,
weird.
the taxes and everything is just different in states, you know. So
It's
it's
hard in
like,
New Jersey to retire actually because of the taxes.
yeah, because New Jersey and New York and stuff like that, that's just gets obscene.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just had my tax bill. I mean, that was like I thought it was gonna be a whole lot more than that. But yeah, like, you know, depending on what state you're based out of. Like if you
Yeah,
look at Florida, Florida doesn't have a state tax. It's got. I'm not sure about the federal tax. I mean, the federal government obviously grabs it from everybody, but they
yeah,
don't have a state tax. And then
Guess I'm
different
moving to Florida.
states. Yeah, that's why everybody goes to Florida. That's
yeah,
why.
yeah,
You go to Florida, you'll meet a whole bunch of New Yorkers and people from New Jersey.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of people, a lot of those two states. A lot of people move to Florida because it's cheaper. I mean, you got to put up with the hurricanes and stuff like that, but it's cheaper because it just can get crazy in New Jersey and New York.
Yeah, yeah, it does. MUFC, yeah, it comes under the firearms, mate, because I've just been arrested. I've just come off of probation for it. 6 bottles of CS and 3 tasers. I think it's 3 tasers I had. I didn't even know it was illegal, and I bought a load. And I mean,
Wow.
yeah, so I fucking got raided, and it comes under the Firearms Act. I was very lucky not to go to prison for 10 years.
Bloody hell.
Serious, serious. Very, very lucky. It was during the lockdown. If you don't know, nomadic, I collect weapons like swords, knives, and axes, and I have them all on my
Right.
walls and all that. And I got into this thing called WIF, and I saw it, and I was going to do a police and thieves thing, flick knives, and you know, the thieves, you know, what a criminal would have, and what a policeman would have, tasers and all this. And I thought they were toys, and I bought them all. Anyway, I got raided, and boom, I was in and out of court for the next few years, and I nearly got 10 years in prison over it.
Jeez.
So it was crazy. And I've only just finished the probation from 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've got several firearms offences on my record as
I,
well
I'm su-
because of
I'm surprised how cheap guns are here, though.
it. What's the cheapest? $50, isn't it? Get a
I don't
shotgun
know
for
about.
$50
I don't.
in the supermarket.
Well, no, you can get guns. I mean, stuff like rifles and shotguns, they can kick off at like about $250, something like that.
Oh God. Jesus.
And some of them look crazy because I looked at some before. I mean, I've never fired one, but they got lots of gun ranges and stuff like that. Certainly down here in Georgia, you get a lot of gun shows. Do you get many gun shows in New Jersey, Sajama?
Oh, Drummer's gone.
Oh,
That's just me and you.
no, I don't know if you get a lot of these like gun shows where you can literally, I mean, there's no background checks. You can go there and you can just buy guns. You don't need to necessarily have a license. They just interested in the money and off you go. You know?
And you got one for your ass though, nomadic. And you got one for your ass in your.
No, I'm thinking about having some like I mean, they use a lot of the most popular ones like the AR-15. Like my ex brother-in-law, he's got 27 guns in his gun
I'll
safe.
I'll tell you what. If I had a lot, if I could have get a license and I lived in America, I'm guaranteed I'd have an whole shed load of guns. I know I would, because I've got an old shed load of swords and bits and pieces already. You know what I mean? So I lived out there. My God, you
Yeah,
can get a
because
shotgun for $200. Wow.
there's a place I go past in Tennessee, because Tennessee's like a big gun area because of hunting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's a place there that you can actually use a 50 cal. I mean, those bullets are like
Wow.
gigantic in a 50 cal. So you can, I mean, almost like literally destroy anything with a 50 cal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But no, guns is big here, like really
My
big.
favourite gun is a Magnum. I've got pictures of me firing Magnums, and they are a beautiful gun.
And that's
Oh,
what my
yeah.
brother-in-law's got. He's got a
Yeah.
what did he say it was called? A 450. It's not a 45. Is it a 457 or 458? It's
Yeah,
something.
I think it's 457. Plus, you do get 45s, but the 45 are right.
Yeah, because he's got like 5,000 rounds of ammunition as well, and he's got like, I mean, he's like the local armory. But all his mates are like that, you know. They've all got just guns and guns and they're always buying guns, and they're always buying crazy
what
looking
another.
knives and stuff like that, you know. But you know, that's just that culture here. They're just into it, and you know,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not used to that because we've got so much stringent laws. But
I'd
they
be
keep
the
trying to.
exception. I'd definitely have guns if I was you. I'd have loads of them.
Yeah, I might get something like that, like an AR-15, just purely to go to sort of target ranges. I'm not interested in
Yeah,
killing anything, you know. That's sort of not
yeah,
my cup
yeah.
of tea. But I don't mind going for like target stuff, something like that. I remember the ex. She had a couple of guns. She had a couple of handguns. I mean, Jesus Christ! I was sat outside one day having like a couple of beers. It was just starting to get dark, and she came out and she said, "What did you think of this gun?" And it was like, "Okay, yeah, it's a gun. It's a handgun." She had bought some hollow point bullets and stuff like this.
Oh wow, take your head
But
off.
yeah, she decided to fire that up in the air like a live round about 2 feet away from me, 3 feet away from me. Good God.
You're lucky you ain't got tinnitus in your ears.
I know. God, that was the loudest thing I've ever been next to.
Yeah,
And I mean, like
you.
you come here like New Year's and stuff like that, and the amount of people that do get injured at times because people start firing bullets up into the, you know, guns up into the air. They forget when a bullet goes up, it's got to come down.
It's got to come down. Yes, all the big lumps of lead are coming down and hitting you and nearly killing you.
Yeah, you got people
Crazy.
firing off like ARs and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
I think of that saying. It's better to need a, what is it, when you need a gun, you ain't got one, but it's better to have a gun and not use it than need a gun and not have one. What's that saying? It's something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
if you raided one night and someone's coming in your house and you've got a nice gun in the glove compartment or in your next cupboard, you know, and you fire it, they're going to run, aren't they? Obviously.
Yeah, because even some of the Walmarts here, you know, like your supermarket will sell guns, so you can buy like your food and your guns and your bullets and stuff like that, all in one place. But they have like some real big sports places called Cabela's and what was the other one? There's a company that's just bought Cabela's. There's another big company here. And you go in those places and they are massive. They got every type of hunting thing you can think of, everything you need for it, and a whole bunch of things that you didn't know that you needed, and boats and stuff like that. Because they're into, hunting is big.
Thanks, yeah, go on. Sorry, brother. Go on.
No, I'm just saying, they're into hunting big time.
Yeah. Don't you do any of that?
No. I mean, I you know, like deers and stuff like that. You know, when I'm driving, you can tell it's hunting season because the deers are freaked out because they'll be flying across the roads and stuff like that when you're going along there. Then you get the turkeys, because it's weird. You'll be driving along, you'll see a whole bunch of wild turkeys just stood by the road, like walking along, and they got big problems like wild boar here, that are just destroying a lot of Texas and things like that. So yeah, it's big time for these hunting guys. You know, they'll go out for a couple of days or certain times in a year. I'm not sure about the gators. Gators is different. They don't shoot the gators. Well, no, they do shoot the gators in the head to try. But
they eat
yeah,
everything, don't they? Eat the gators and
yeah. I mean, I've seen a couple of big ass gators before. One of them I've seen a huge bugger. That was you see them on the TV, and it just doesn't correspond until you actually see one in real life and moving. And you think,
they're terrified of them.
jeez. Yeah, when I've been out to Louisiana and stuff, you'll see like the odd alligator, or I've seen alligators knocked down. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what they're doing by the side of the road, but I've seen alligators knocked down. I've seen bears, deer, you name it, coyotes, turkeys, everything out there.
Why don't you stop
So
and pick them up?
no,
I'd get them, man. Take them home and eat them.
no, because when I'm out on the road, I can be out for weeks. I'm not gonna have something like that sat in a flipping
Oh,
truck.
yeah.
I think the
You're
worst is
supposed to
I've
hang
seen is
them
like,
for a week anyway. You're supposed to hang turkeys and things like that and meat for a while before you eat them. So you cure them.
yeah, they seem pretty big, those bloody turkeys out there. They're black feathers, like you're not the
Yeah,
normal turkeys that we see.
yeah.
These suckers are like big black feathered bloody things and stuff like that, and you just see them walking along, and they're pretty big. They are really pretty
They're
big.
big fuckers out there, aren't they? Because they run wild out there, don't they?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
wild turkeys.
you'll see them just walking along down the sides of the roads and stuff like that. If you go in certain states, Pennsylvania, Virginia, stuff like that, you'll see them by the sides of the roads, just walking along, and it's
Yeah. Quite a beautiful animal, aren't they? I like them.
yeah,
I think they're beautiful.
yeah. You get what else is there? I suppose the duck season.
If you get any good footage of animals out there, send it to me from my channel.
Okay, yeah, I'll take some pictures when I go, because like I say, you get to see.
Videos is all I can really put up. The pictures I can't really put up. Unless I get a lot of them, I suppose I could make them into a thingy. But videos is great. If you get videos of any wild animals, send them to me, bro.
Okay,
I'll use them because I'm always looking for footage from my channel, man.
it's mostly deer and turkeys I see alive. Like deer. Sometimes you'll see like 10 or 15 of them just.
Yeah,
They'll come
yeah,
right up to the road, which gets a bit unnerving, because if one of those suckers walks in front of your truck,
yeah,
that's going to cause a whole lot of damage. And
yeah, of course it is.
so you're just
Yeah.
hoping you're not going to hit that bloody thing or whatever. But
They also get a lot of wild boar out there, don't they?
yeah, those things are savage. They are. That takes a lot to take one of those suckers down. I mean, in Texas, they're using like helicopters to go after them.
Yeah.
The dogs have got like collars, like serious collars around their necks, so they don't get bitten by these, because obviously a boar will turn on them, no problem.
Yeah.
And they put up
And
huge traps and stuff like that.
Serious agriculture problems costing billions, American billions. They're overflowing with fucking wild boar out there. There's so many of them.
Yeah, because when you see them, I mean, you'll always see big herd. Well, I suppose you call them a herd of them, whatever. I've seen it when I've been out in Texas, out in the oil fields. You'll see them out there, out in wastelands and stuff like that. Just hundreds of them just going along like thing. Because they can live on next to nothing. I mean, they'll eat anything, I think. Because they'll even eat meat, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They do.
Meat, vegetables, anything.
They're pig, aren't they? So pigs eat anything.
Yeah, and they just can't. They just seem to have a massive problem. Texas has got a massive problem with them, and Florida's got a massive problem with the boa constrictors.
Well, yeah, and they was brought in. Yeah, I know. I've been watching the programs out there. It was brought in from someone else, weren't they?
Yeah, because people just once they realise that those snakes get big, they just dump them out in the Everglades, and then you get these hybrids. And the alligator used to be the top predator. Now the constrictors are killing the alligators.
Yeah, and they're not even native. They're not even native, are they?
Yeah, so now they are becoming like the top predator. And you see them trying to go out and get, and some of these suckers, God, they got to be like 25, 30 feet bloody long. They'd be like 4 or 5 people holding, trying to stretch one of these things out. It's like, yeah, I don't like snakes.
One of them get wrapped around you, mate, you're in trouble.
Yes. Yeah, snakes and sharks. I mean, when I've been like swimming out in Florida, I mean, like we're always brought up with Jaws, aren't we? So we just see that little blade going through the water. And the first time I ever seen a dolphin in front of me, I thought that was a bloody shark. Because all you can see is this thing, and I mean they're harmless. I mean dolphins are harmless here, but sod that. I turn around. I've never run out of that water so quick. because I thought shark,
Yeah,
and I
okay.
just ran like a mother. Yeah, God, I've never seen it like that before. So yeah, it's just weird when you see some eats, and like when I've been in hotels before when you're down in Florida, and you will see certain areas where the water's so clear. You'll see like the rays going across, and you'll see different types of fish and things like that just swimming across because you're obviously up so high, you can
Yeah.
see down. And these people don't realize these things are going past them. So I think, yeah, I couldn't do that.
What do you
Sod
think's the
that.
best state you've been to, Magic?
The best what?
Best state that where you think it was, you know,
I mean, I always loved Georgia because I've lived there all my life, like thing. But when it comes to like summertime, um, Wyoming's great because it's like, just hundreds of miles of mountains and stuff like that. Um, Wisconsin, upstate New
wow.
York. I like upstate New York because it's very colourful. Once the colours hit the trees and stuff like that, you get this huge amount of colours, and it just looks great, until you come down to New York and then you get the concrete jungle. But if you go to upstate New York,
Yeah.
what other states? Texas, I don't mind out like towards like New Mexico and stuff like that. I just don't like the big hustle bustle of. I like the quiet. It sounds stupid because I spend so much time on my own and in the quiet of what I do with this truck.
Yeah.
But I like to be able to get out of the truck and go and sit somewhere quiet so you can see the birds and
Yeah.
and smell the fresh air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like all the concrete jungle like it was like when I was in London.
Yeah.
In Wimbledon and South Ockenden and stuff like that. It would be like everything was just all the Victorian places and stuff like that. Everything was just a
Yeah.
concrete jungle.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say to some people, you can't take the London out of a Londoner, but and I'll always miss London, but I
Yeah.
couldn't go back to living
Yeah.
in that again. I like to see it from a little bit of a distance.
It's the same with me there with East London. And I live in, well, I still sort of live in a sort of concrete jungle, but just round the corner I get loads of fields, golf courses where I can just go out in a forest and just sit there with my dog and
Right.
oh, it's just beautiful. And that's what I love. I love it. That's my place to meditate and pray, if you like. You know what I mean? And that's my thing. I couldn't
Yeah,
dream of going back to East London.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I miss it when like we had family out in Dagenham, like Dagenham Heathway, and then what's that big what was the big market out that way? Romford.
Romford
I used to
Market,
love going to places like Romford
yeah,
and things like that as a kid. I mean, it was great doing that stuff. I mean, I don't know what it looks like now or anything. I mean, like Dagenham, it was Ford was keeping Dagenham alive at the time. I don't think Ford's
yeah.
there anymore now. Um,
No, I
and
think
it,
that's all done. That's
yeah,
all
and I
done
think
now,
it just got run down as such because like once we moved out of London, we moved down to the south,
yeah.
and if we came up to see family, we'd have to get like a bus to Southampton, get on a train, get the train to Waterloo, then get on the underground system for like 45 stops from Waterloo out to Dagenham.
Yeah, yeah,
And I mean, as a kid and stuff, it was like it was just great because you would just see all this again. And I always just, my mum always used to get me like a can of Pepsi and like an apple pie and stuff. And I thought I was a king. You're living like kings because coming from
yeah,
London,
yeah.
you didn't have a lot. So coming back to London and living like that, you thought, wow, like I've made it. I'm living like a king. But like I say, seeing London, and whenever I've flown into London from like to Heathrow and stuff like that, where it will circle round London,
Yeah,
it's just good to see it, And
yeah, yeah,
I've got
yeah.
I want to be able to come back this year because I need to see my mum, my other brother, because I haven't seen my family in the flesh for 9 years. I've just been
Wow,
here.
yeah, that's a long time, man.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him through Zoom, but it's a video screen, it's not the same.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know that.
I want to be able to see her because my mum's going to be like 79 this year. My other brother's going to be 40, like 49. And my youngest brother, obviously, I lost last year at 42.
Well,
So,
sorry about
uh,
that. Well, I lost my brother a few years back as well. He's the oldest brother, but he was nearly 70, I think.
well, yeah, I mean, we used to have a huge family, but we just have got a small, everybody's gone. you know, all the people that were living in London and stuff like that. I mean, everybody's gone. I always remember in the 70s, we would just have like families coming out of your ears. Yeah, everybody be around like somebody's house on a weekend, and you'd have like this like just big friendly atmosphere. But I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think the world's like that anymore now. You know.
It used to be like that when my mum and dad was alive, you know, everyone was always there, but when they died, it sort of split up a little bit. Then my big brother died, so,
Right.
you know, I think there's 7 of us now, but I do have nieces and nephews. I think there's about nearly 200 nieces and nephews, and my family is massive. Cousins
Jeez.
galore, and
Yeah, it's called the East End of London.
yeah. My dad had I think it was over 120 grandchildren when he died.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Grandchildren. He was 84 when he died, and he had great grandchildren, because he had 8 children, and each of them have had 6 and 7 kids each. I was least, I've got 4, and all my brothers and sisters have got more than that. You know what I'm saying? And then all their
Right.
kids had kids, and then their kids had kids before he died. So there was just hundreds of us. There's hundreds of us. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, we were big on my mum's side of the family, because my dad
Same, yeah.
died. He was 26 when he died.
Oh wow,
And
that's young.
yeah, he was killed in an accident. So like it's like on my mum's side, that was a big side. So it was a very, and like I said, that's what I remember. She had like, God, she had like
Yeah.
2
Same as my
brothers,
mum's side.
3
14,
sisters.
14 in my mum's. I think she had 7 sisters and 6 brothers and her. So that'd be 8 sisters and 6 brothers. Yeah.
Right.
On my mum's side. That was on my mum's side. My dad, he was an only child. So it's the same as you, really.
That's what my dad was. My dad was an only child. I mean, he was a true Cockney, and my mum's dad, he was Irish.
Yeah.
So I've always got time for the Irish, because obviously there's that side of it, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's just like I say, going back, God, in the early 70s, it was huge. You were always going somewhere. It was like, I don't know, it was just exciting as a kid, you know, because I was born in 67. So in the 70s, you know, you're 10 to 13, so you're still growing up as such. Everything's, you know, new and
Yeah, you're only a couple of years younger than me.
wow. Yeah, and it flies by. That's the scary thing about it. It's like, I mean, it's like when you're at school. God, I wish I was 16. And you get to 16. Oh, God, I wish I was 18. God, I wish I was 21. And then suddenly it's like, oh, damn, I wish I was back to 21, because suddenly the years pile on. And now suddenly, like, you know, I'm 56. I'm going to be 57 this year. It just like flies by, you know, and you just got to, I don't know, you just got to do your best in life, you know, make it count, because we all get just one shot at it, you know, and we don't know when it's over.
Well, make it as happy as you can.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I say when I lost my brother, you know, that I think that hit it home for me, because you know, I never saw that coming. Healthy guy like that, you know, looked after himself, boom, just felt ill, went to bed, died in his sleep.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's sort of like,
brings on your own mortality, I suppose, doesn't it? When someone close to you dies, you think, that me.
Yeah, because it's like I don't smoke. I mean, I gave up smoking donkeys years ago, 24 years ago. But I drink. I'll drink every now and then. I don't mind having a couple of beers and stuff. I'm not a shots guy. I'm not into all that other stuff. I'm just a lager lout. I'll drink Stella, Heineken, whatever, you know, or Corona if I want something light. But I just drink beer as such. But I don't begrudge anybody doing what they do. I mean, they're like, you know, if you smoke, drink, whatever, fine. You know, as long as you don't encroach and try to screw somebody else's life up, I ain't got a problem with it. You know, you do it yourself, because I don't want somebody to tell me what I can and cannot do. I know I'm not going out of my way to be destructive to anybody, but I don't need somebody to tell me, oh, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. Because I'm a big boy, you know. I can work it out.
If you want the help, you'll get it, won't you?
Right.
You don't have to be dictated to what you're going to do and what not you're going to do. So,
right.
I understand that completely.
Yeah, because I just want to be happy, you know. That's all. That's the biggest thing, and you know, everything else is irrelevant. I'd rather just be happy, just happy as a pig in shit. You know, I don't care. I just want to be. I don't want any of this sort of other hassle. It's like you got little Tyson. See, we can't have dogs. I miss having a dog around me. You know,
Yeah.
I had a dog she was 16 when I lost her.
Oh. And
But
you're allowed
doing
to have
this,
a little dog drive about with you and all that. Keep you company
no,
when
no,
you're not allowed to have a dog in your cabin.
not again, not with tankers. No, we're not allowed to take them
Oh
onto
man.
federal land or chemical plants, so you can't have a dog. So it's a
Oh,
very
man.
solitude, it's a very solitude job,
God, that would drive me nuts because I just think that would make it all so much better for you, wouldn't it? Get yourself a little Jack
Yeah, because
Russell
it
or a
would get
little
you out of
Patterdale
truck,
or a
right?
Frenchie or something that don't need a lot of exercise and just poos now and again. That'd be great company for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because I had a Yorkie. She wasn't one of the big Yorkies, but she also wasn't one of the small. I think she was about 4 pounds, 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So, but it was fine, having a dog that you could easily. It gave you something that to me would give me something to get out of the truck. Even though yes, I do get out of the truck, but it will give you more incentive to get out and walk and stuff like that. And even if you talk to them, and let's face
Yeah.
it, we all talk to our pets because even though
Oh
they
yeah.
don't talk back to you, but they can show affection, they can do everything
Yeah.
else like that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
unconditional with animals.
I think they
Um,
talk to you through body language, man. My
right.
dog tells me everything. He tells me when he wants to drink, when he wants to poo, when he wants to do this, when he's happy, when he wants to play. Just
That's
does
what I'm
things,
saying.
you know.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. It's just a true sort of thing, and it's
Cool.
unconditional and whatever with a pet.
It is.
And a lot of pets, I mean, they're our kids. We see them as kids, because they are what
Yeah.
they are. They're a part of your family and things like that.
Yeah.
And it has the same effect on you when you lose. It took me a long time to get over it because I think because of growing up as a kid and my mum bring me up and like losing my dad at a young age and things like that. Coming up through London, you see a lot of I lost a lot of stuff. So suddenly when I was with this woman for all these years, this would have been 1992, and my mum bought me our Yorkie, which was Madeline, and suddenly that thing hit me home because now that was that was the first thing in my life that was totally my responsibility, and that's the way I took it. And she got the best of the best, and I think that's why she was so. She lasted to 16. She had had a cancer problem, got all that done, everything, but it got to the end that the last few days she was so ill, and it was so wrong for me to stay. Right, you need to stay here for my own thing because she wasn't happy. You could see she had just was done for, and
Yeah.
I kept her downstairs. Oh, well, she couldn't even come upstairs, so like for the last 3 or 4 days she was downstairs, and I brought my bed downstairs so I could sleep next to her so she wasn't frightened or anything like that because I didn't want her to
Yeah.
be frightened.
Yeah.
And I was there all the way till the end, right up, and then yes, they gave him that, gave her the injection, and she just went to sleep. About fucking killed me. Excuse my French, but about killed me.
Yeah.
Just took me
Exactly.
it took me ages to get over. I couldn't talk about it, couldn't do anything about it, and then I had her cremated because I wanted to know that she was, I had her like in a special case, casing and everything else like that because I didn't want you can't just throw them away because they're a part of your family. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're right up to, it'd be like throwing away one of your family members to me. So no, she was cremated and stuff like that just to know exactly where she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Keep
And
it with you.
she's still on my phone as my screensaver, even though like uh 16 years later she's still on my phone and I still talk to her. Which sounds crazy, but I
No, it
miss her.
don't.
I
It
miss her
does not
badly,
sound crazy at all. Brilliant.
but I miss her
Absolutely
terribly.
brilliant.
So
Course you do. I still miss my dog. My first dog I ever had, Sally, when I was a kid. That was my childhood dog, family dog. Still
right.
dream about her and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely part of the family, mate.
my mum even had a cat called Sally, and Sally lasted. She was 23 when we lost her.
Yeah, yeah. That's what my dog
Um,
name is, Sally. Sally
yeah,
Slangery, Addy. Great dog.
yeah, because I just think unless you're, I mean, some people don't see pets like that, but you've got to be a real pet lover to understand the way that we think.
Yeah, yeah,
Because some people don't have kids; they just have pets because for whatever reason, I can't explain any of that like stuff, but it means everything to somebody.
course it does. It does.
And you take that away and you just rip somebody apart, you know. And I think that's why probably even if I had another chance to get another pet, I probably couldn't, because I couldn't go through that again.
Yeah.
Because that was just, I never had that before like that. To have something that's pretty devastating, I don't think I could do that again, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm dreading it all. Dreading it.
yeah, because it's just crap. It just is, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would get like feel guilty because if I'd told her off like one night, and then sometimes you're sat there and you're thinking, geez, you told her off that night. And we used to do like stupid crap, me and Madeline. I would put her on like this chair like by the counter, and we would and she used to love cheese. God damn, she used to, so I would cut these little cheese like into little squares and everything, and we had like, and there'd be like one for me, one for you, one
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
and she would be like dribbling like, "Can I have some more?"
I know exactly what you mean. Me and Tyson sit and eat from the same plate sometimes. I get a bit of steak and I put he's on one
Right.
place in it on the plate. I have mine on the other, and he sits and has a bit, and I have a bit. You know what I mean? Exactly the same. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
And I would used to say to Madeline, I'd say, look, I'd look out the window, but there was nothing out there, but I'd look out the kitchen window and say, Madeline, do you know what? There's something out in your garden. And she'd like, what are you talking about? And I'd say, look. I'd pick her up and show her. She's looking at nothing, and then she starts barking. Then she's like goes out the door, flying down the garden. She doesn't know what she's looking for, but she's absolutely like, do you want some? You know,
Absolutely brilliant.
and she
Brilliant.
was like, she used to love a football. So we would go down like this big park in Poole, Dorset. And God, she would play with that ball, you know, big football. I'd have to kick it everywhere, you know, and she'd be trying to tackle you and stuff like that. She used to love it. It kept me fit. Bloody hell did it keep me fit.
Oh, right. When I first got him, I think I was 24 stone. After my mum and dad died, I lost it. I got ill and lost it. And then I
Right.
used to babysit him while my niece went to Australia. So he was below 1 then. And then the last time she went to Australia, he was about 1 year old. She come back, she saw the effect he had on me and that I was getting out and all that. She gave him to me, and since I've had him, I've lost over 10 stone. So it's definitely
Wow.
gives you a purpose, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And my
and
health
that's
I'd have been dead by now. I definitely would have been dead by now. I have no qualms. I know for a fact. If it wasn't for him, by now I would have been dead. Because I'd given up.
yeah. See, because for like me, I think because like the last, oh God, since November 22, went for a divorce here, didn't see that coming. Got left with a load of tax problems, didn't see that coming. Went for a health check, bordering on a heart attack, didn't see that coming. Then I lost my brother, and I think that's what I'm still trying to deal with those sort of things mentally, because it's like I don't know. I lost something. I've lost financially. Great. I'm in a brilliant place, but something I've lost.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it at times, you know. And I'll sit here and I think, and that cycle of like all these first things with my brother not being around, it hits you.
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's, his birthday, stuff like that. I mean, New Year's Eve, I'm sat there with his photograph in front of me, and I had like bottles of champagne. I just drunk everything. I just collapsed in the end. I don't know what time I went, but I just collapsed because you know, I miss him, and I miss all that sort of stuff. And somewhere along the line, I've let myself go. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I put on about 2 stone, I think, stone and a half that wasn't there. And I keep thinking, right, tomorrow's going to be different. Tomorrow's going to be different. Tomorrow comes, and no, it's not quite different. So it's right. Okay, we're going to do it this way. I know somewhere along the line I'll get it back, but I don't know. It's just something I can't quite get back in the gear at them. I've never had to deal with losing a close, family member. I've never dealt with that before. Never had that before.
Yeah, I totally get it. Totally get it.
And then obviously I get my mother on like through Zoom, and she's she's better now, but I mean, she's obviously heartbroken that she's lost her youngest kid, because you ain't supposed to outlive your kids,
Yes, my mum always said that.
right? And you're
That's why she was always worried about me because I was a drug addict years ago, you know, and she always planned for my burial and she always thought she was going to bury me first. But so when I got better, it was a great comfort to her and I ended up looking after her and they died
right.
first. Because I think it would have killed me, mum, and my dad. I think it would have killed them to lose one of their, kids
That's
first.
that's uh, that's the bit like that bothered me about my brother. I had to watch his funeral on video screen because I was here. My passport was out, and I couldn't
Yeah,
get a passport done quick enough. And to watch his funeral on like a video screen, and that's all my family's been is video screens.
yeah, yeah.
Because I got no family here, and it just it blows your mind, you know.
So would you reckon you dived into work?
Well, yeah, because what I'm trying to do is that I've got see I'm gonna be buying another house, buying a house in like it won't be for like another year. I've got other things to do because I just obviously last year the engine blew up on this truck, so I'm just recovered from that thing. That was like
Yeah. I
a
remember you
ton of
told me it
money.
was $93,000,
Yeah.
wasn't it, or something?
Well, no,
You
no, it
said?
was 57,000 on that engine blow up, but then I spent 75 grand altogether on this truck last year.
Something like that.
Um,
$106. Bloody hell.
but I'm trying to set myself up so this engine lasts me for the next 4 or 5 years. Then it takes me to retirement. Then I'll look at things differently. But I know for the next 4 or 5
Yeah,
years I've got to run because I've got to get the house, got to get it bought and paid for. Then I can stop, because and I don't want to be running till I drop. I mean, I know America is getting expensive on
yeah,
everything really, but then so is the world now, isn't it? This inflation has
yeah,
absolutely destroyed most of the world. Everything's
yeah, definitely.
the basic things in life like food, clothing, heat,
You know what done me?
water.
I had a
Mm,
nice few bob savings that hopefully to last me through my retirement. But when that lockdown happened,
hmm
I was not only looking after myself, I've got children and grandchildren and God knows what, spent every penny. And so I'm just I rely now on my pension and that's it. But I had enough money. I did have enough money if it weren't for that fucking lockdown.
right.
Lockdown ruined me. It totally ruined me because everything you get all food delivered and this, that, and the other. Your kids couldn't go to work, couldn't do this and couldn't do that. So I'm having to, to sort them out. By the time that was over with, it totally ruined me. It really did.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I
smashed
think
me to
that's hit a
pieces.
lot of people. I mean, for me as a truck driver, that never affected us. We were the only things that still kept moving in this country.
Yeah,
So we would
yeah,
be piling down interstates and there'd be no cars. It'd just be trucks, which was such a weird thing to see.
yeah, yeah.
But now it's gone and they don't even talk about it now here. It's like it's done its thing and
Oh,
whatever the result was, I never took anything for it because I don't want it. If my body's going to give up, it's going to give up. It's going to do its own thing. I don't need medication to try and tell me what I'm going to do. But I didn't take any of the jabs. I knew a few people that did, but
yeah,
each to their own at the end of the day.
yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I'm
Totally.
not going to tell somebody,
I think it was just aimed at just destroying people. Really, it destroyed loads of small businesses and shops and God knows what,
right?
and everything. They said they was helping you with the electric and things like that. But what he was doing is giving you a bit of money and putting a bit of electric gas, but it was going 5 times quicker, so you end up
Right.
spending more money. It was just a big
Yeah.
con. It was just to ruin people, and it absolutely did because every penny that I had saved for my retirement has gone. And I know a
Right.
lot of others like that. So even having the electric or the gas on there is hard work. You sit here with a blanket over you. You know what I mean?
That's what frightens me because, like I said, because now I'm here on my own. I'm doing which being here on my own is fine because, like I said, I can work out everything. I can, anything financial I want to do. I sit here and I've got all my little charts and crap like that I do. One thing that the divorce did put into me was that I list everything. I know everything right down to the penny and what I'm going to do and blah blah blah. Because it was just a learning curve from that. Because it was just about 4 months of blur that I didn't see. But because I'm here trying to do my own thing, and because I know what I want, like I did when I was in England, when I ran my business there, I was on my own then, so it was fine. I didn't have to worry about somebody telling me or worrying about being somewhere on a certain date and stuff like this. And I you know, I just like it to keep it like that at the moment, because I don't need stuff around me for about the next year or so. I just want to be able to sort out what I'm doing myself and where I'm going. And I've got to sort out my citizenship this year.
Yeah.
I went tonight because, like I said, I was here early. I thought, so I jumped in the car and I went and got my passport pictures done so I can get my passport done from England.
Yeah.
I need that for my citizenship. So I got to sort that out this year, the citizenship. It takes about 12 months to get that done for my green card.
So
Then,
you have like dual passport then, dual nationality.
yeah, because I was told before I couldn't have dual nationality. That's why I didn't push for American citizenship, because I there's no way I'm going to announce England because I'm British.
Yeah.
If it come to it, then obviously I would have been leaving America. But no, you can have dual nationality. So that's why I've started going through this process.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
So it'll be done that. But I'm always going to be British. I'm just obviously going
Of
for this
course.
citizenship because
Of course.
it's what you got to do if you're going to stay a long term.
Yeah, good. You've done what's best for you and your family, man. That's it. And it's going to help you with your retirement. And oh God, you're bad to buy an house and everything. It's fantastic. You've got a big truck. Amazing, mate. Well done, you. So when you do retire, you better sell your truck and everything, and you've got your retirement sorted. Isn't it?
The retirement, I don't know whether I would sell this. I might work. Like this company, Schneider, is the third or fourth biggest trucking company in this country. Now this is a $7 or $8 billion a year company, so it's huge.
Yeah.
But I might just keep my truck and just work like 1 week a month, because if you've got everything paid for, how much money do you really need? And I'm not the guy that needs. I'm not a materialistic person.
Yeah.
Even though yes, I got the crazy car because I thought if the last, what would be the last car you'd ever buy? If you weren't going to buy anything else, that's why I bought the car that I did. Because Range Rovers, well, to me, Range Rover's always going to be British. I don't care that Tata is into it now, so that's why I bought it. And I love it. And that's got a British flag on the back of that one as well. Like the truck's got British flags on the side because I'm British,
Trying a flag in England. I love that when you say all that.
Yeah, because so if the like I said, it was just get this business all paid out, so I don't own anything on my business or my truck or my car, whatever. So I've got no overhead because the world is going into a recession at the moment. I mean, this country says it's in perfect condition. It's not. It's not. America's in a bad way.
Yeah.
And I think that's why everybody's jumping on these bloody wars, because wars bring money. Wars cloud a lot of stuff of what's really going on,
Of course I do. Of course.
The last big recession that hit this country is 2008, but
he's not going to end it here now. No, man, it's really good chatting to you, mate. But definitely
right,
pop up on one of my lives again, wouldn't you? Definitely.
No worries.
Really good to talk to you, mate. All right, so I'm going to end it here and now because I'm falling asleep. See you later, guys. God bless you.
Laters.
Later, mate. Later.
Laters. All right, bye.